We have with us here at Davos Cardinal Peter Turkson, who is the president of the Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace,
Right.
who came yesterday to personally deliver the message from the Pope to Davos, which is the first time a sitting Pope is giving a message to Davos. What was the Pope's message, and how can you summarize it?
No, essentially it was to greet all the participants, especially Professor Schwab, to thank him for his invitation, and then to just wish the economic community that is gathered over here a certain amount of an inclusive sense in their business. So basically it's like to develop an inclusive economics, inclusive sense of business, so that nobody gets left out and so that everybody is also taken care of.
It's interesting that the Pope would decide to launch that message, given that a couple of months ago, his exhortation against or highlighting the potential dangers of the free market system created quite a splash, particularly in a place like the US, where some people took umbrage at it. You're sort of coming into the den of the lion here, lion's den here. How do you feel being here?
No, it's our office is used to that, because in 2008, right after the financial crisis, we decided, to come up with a small, having heard that the G8 was going to be meeting in Cannes, in France, we decided to come up with a small booklet. Okay, we titled Reforming the Financial System, in the light of world political authority or anything like that. And that also drew, was commended and well received in several quarters. But from one or two quarters in the United States, it got a certain amount of bashing. Some put it down and said, this is coming from an insignificant office in the Vatican. So, so we kind of used to that. But in the case of the Holy Father, coming up with this, of course, the temptation is there, coming from Latin America, where we've had experience with the theology of liberation and all of that, for people to associate him readily with that and say he's coming from that background. But interesting thing is that he had to deal with clergy who were in the theology of liberation and actually considered a conservative in that sense, that he wasn't coming along.
So do you think the Pope is a Marxist, as some people
No,
have said in the
I think
US?
far from it. Far from especially from this experience, and as the Archbishop in Buenos Aires in Argentina, it's far from being. But asking an industry or business to be careful about some blind spots that is developing, it's not, doesn't merit, being classified as a Marxist or anything like that. I think, and that kind of caution is something that every human activity, requires. Every now and then somebody to draw attention to some blind spot that you develop and that you're not, taking care of. It's a very normal thing. So Marxist, I think, is far.
It's a bit. How do you feel being here? You're a bit of a fish out of water.
No, this is my second time here in Davos. So we're not really fish out of water, because for some years now, already since '65 or '67, right after the Second Vatican Council, the Church decided to set up our office, the Pontifical Council of Justice and Peace, basically because they thought that it should be and maintain a constant dialogue with the world of humanity, with every business and enterprise that it has.
Great. Thank you very much.